Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching my regular tip video. I am so happy and appreciative that you have taken the time out of your very busy day to check out what I have to say and spend a few minutes with me. I'm Sue Jacobs, personal style image consulting shopper online these days, and here I am thinking about the new year and how, now that we know that kids aren't typically back to school physically here, but as a teacher for many years and as a kid, I always loved September when we were going back to school and the newness of everything. And it kind of reminded me of January, where I would say a lot of what we're doing is new for January 2021. So I thought about those principles of preparation that I used to use as a teacher for getting ready because it was a new year. And I thought, you know what, we can translate that into the situation we are in now. I feel like, although it might not be exciting, for me, the start of a new school year, whether as a kid or a teacher, was exhilarating. Whether it was the new haircut or the new backpacks or lunch pails or sharpening pencil crayons. I would love it because they would be all perfectly ready for the kids when they came into my classroom. And now I think we can use those same principles today because this is new. Everything we're doing is new, especially with the pandemic. New spaces to work in that are unfortunately sometimes in your home, new jobs, new roles, new commitments, new responsibilities, multiple responsibilities, and maybe you just want to feel refreshed and new. I'm all about that. So I thought, how about I figure out how to align that with what's happening today? Okay, so here's what I want to suggest. Some tips. So, what do you consider your power piece? Do you have one? I know as a teacher, or anytime I was going to be doing something on a stage, I liked to have a third piece. So, for you, if it is that jacket that gives you that presence of power and feeling confident, then think about pulling one of those out. Even if it's a denim jacket, it's a layer. And excuse me, for me, that power piece, maybe it's a scarf for you, a signature scarf. But for me, it's something that's fitted. I don't feel that I'm in my power piece unless something is fitted. I don't mean skin tight. I just mean fitted and structured as opposed to flying all over the place. But if that is you, if that jacket gives you that polished and confident feeling, it is all about the fit. Make sure the sleeves aren't too long and they're not rolled up so they're so bulky, and make sure that it isn't too tight. If you button it, you give it a test run, button it up. If it's pulling, undo it. You can fake it. You're sitting down mostly, but fit is key for that power piece if it is a top or a garment that you're wearing. Okay, let's not forget about the personality piece to showcase just who you are. Maybe for you in pre-COVID times, your personality piece would have been a fabulous handbag or that killer heel. Maybe it is something more simple. Maybe it could be a watch, that timepiece, because you are classic at heart. For me, I think everybody that knows me would say that my personality piece is going to be necklaces and layering them so that I can play around and have something that I'm not likely going to see duplicated elsewhere. So whatever it is, your personality piece, when you are going online for whatever reason, for your virtual meetings, think about your personality piece. Because why do we do that? It's typically to make an impression, right? And who doesn't want to make a positive impression? That's the image that you will convey. That's what's going to stay with people. Okay, let's remember, everybody, those new shoes. Oh my gosh, as a young mom, probably got it wrong, but we soon learned, don't buy your kid a brand new pair of shoes that they haven't worn and send them off to school the first day of school for them to make a positive impression. But we get it. So a parallel to that would be trying something new that might be a little bit uncomfortable initially because we're ready for that new. For me, it is going to be it's an opportunity, I think, right now to try a new lip shade. You can play with them at home, get online with your girlfriends and ask them, what do they think of it? And it's a safe place to, experiment with something new. Something else I think we should be doing and experimenting with are new products that make our skin feel good. This is out of Toronto, OBM. And oh my gosh, this is a face cleanser. And I just received it 2 days ago. And as you take a little bit and rub it in your palms, it liquefies. I can tell you this feels like a mini facial. So that's my sort of comparison to the new shoes kind of thing. Try out something new. If it agrees with your skin, great. But this is a time to experiment. And I have this to say, 2 words: why not? And lastly, new gadgets. Okay. If you're still using the flip phone, oh, that's an alliteration. And you want to be perceived as relevant and tech savvy, you know that that's not going to work. If you don't want a smartphone, that's okay. But in order to keep up with the Joneses online, if you really need to come across as up on the most current information, you do need to think about your technology and use the most updated that you can afford, because that also sends a message to everybody in your audience about your image. Okay, so I just thought that was kind of brilliant little analogy. And the lipstick, this is a brand new for me. It's from St. Catharines, Ontario, a great Indigenous company. I love it. And they're supporting young women education of Indigenous girls. And St. Catharines is called Cheekbone Beauty. I was so excited and I got it today and I absolutely love it. I also got a lip gloss. So try that. If your power piece is a scarf or a jacket, make sure the fit is there. Make sure the scarf doesn't cover your face when you're online. And again, I think it's really important to have that personality piece. So whatever that is for you, stand out, be different in a subtle way, because you're always making an impression. You might as well have it be a good one. Now, for those of you who are catching this maybe for the first time and you don't know me, I do a newsletter and it's sent out every other week. It is jammed, packed full of great tips, and whatever my clients and my friends are talking about or struggling with, that's what I'm going to be sharing. If it's something my image consultant peers and I are dealing with in our industry during this kind of new time for the way we do our business, that's what I'm going to be sharing. You can sign up for it on my website at personalstyleconsulting.com. If you get the newsletter, you don't like it, it's too long, or it's not for you, just unsubscribe. No hard feelings. Okay, so I hope you liked how I applied that back to school principles to what we could be doing right now to feel good in this new normal that's temporary, this new temporary normal. So thank you so much for watching. And if you want to tell people about the video, for sure, share it out there. And until I see you next time, or you see me, stay safe. And let's hope for a great, really good day tomorrow, January 20th. Okay. Thanks for tuning in.